It's part 3 of September's craft along, and today I'm going to be building out some pages in this mini junk journal. This is a free journal. All the details are below this video. But if you want to join me in building out some of these pages, then let's get to it.
In a fun junk journal dream, DJ's crafting grungy scenes. Hither and yon, where friends all meet. Paper glue and vintage treats.
All right, crafty friends, I have a bunch of bits today, and I showed you a little organizational video with these envelopes on my Instagram. So I hope you saw it, but I had everything organized. I have my book here. I have some fussy cuts. I have a bunch of these tags and such. And then I had my die cutting machine out yesterday, so I cut out a bunch of bits from the papers in the kit and just some scraps I had. So I have a bunch of these leaves. I want to use my tools, you know. If you don't have these, that's fine. Just use what's in the kit. It's all good. Don't let not having the tools hold you back. Let it inspire you to make other things. Okay, so we have some leaves. I have this little kind of doorway. And then these are the Sizzix ones from a couple of years ago. Look how cool these look. So this was a paper bag, and I saved a piece. A paper bag, and I just put my grungy paint over top of it and let it dry. And look how cool it made these leaves. I'll try to link a copy of that video somewhere here. I think over here. A card for you guys, and I'll put it in the description box below for that paint if you want to make some. So I have some of that. I have this big butterfly, some tags and bits, and I did one of these Tim Holtz things also. So I have some other bits here on the desk as well. I just wanted to make you aware, if you saw me pulling them out, you weren't looking for them in the kit. Well, we're going to get to building some pages out. How exciting! Right? Right. All right, I think the first thing I want to tackle are these. Do I? Maybe not. Let's move on. All right, let's do some pages. I want to do some pockets and some tucks and some lace. I need some lace. Just grab some quick. I have some ribbon in here too somewhere. I saw myself tuck some in. Anyway, I got just some, like, a variety of little pieces, because I like them for layering. Let's see what we have here. I have a card. That one's nice, huh? All right, so let me separate out the itty bitty bits, because those I'll often lose. Tags. Oh, he's fun. I think I want to use him. And I have a little leftover piece from the other day. Not that one, this one. So I'll use that too. Any little bit you can get to layer, just bring more dimension. So yeah, I'm just going to build out some pages. Hi guys! Happy Thursday! Oh, so I just wanted to clear up something, because I know you guys are asking, like, are you doing another video this month? And yes, I do these videos all month. Okay, and I'm releasing them now every Thursday. So I try to do about one a week. If it's a bigger, project, I'm probably doing more than one a week. But for the most part, you can expect that I've spaced them out throughout the month for about a week. Now, if that drives you nuts and you don't want to wait, then what I recommend you do is each month just get the kit and then wait to do it the following month, if you can. And then you don't have to worry about it so much. That's all. I have said my spiel. So I want that. I think, let me see something. Maybe I want to go this way. No, I definitely want it this way. I'm going to make this like a tuck. but you're not going to know it just by looking at it. Come on, glue. Yeah, so I think that's the way you probably want to do it if you can't, if you don't like waiting the week, then just wait till the month ends and then make your journal, because that's the way they're getting spaced out, is about once a week. Okay, and that way they carry through the entire month, and we can kind of do the craft along all month. So yeah, that's how it's going. All right, so this I'm going to make into a pocket. It's kind of going to be like a side tuck. And then I can like tuck something in there. I don't know what yet, but I did see one of these stamps I think I want to use. And maybe like an itty bitty piece of lace. I'm going to get, where are they here? So I have these funky scissors with like a deckled edge that I've had forever. And I'm just going to cut this. I don't want to get it all over the desk, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting the edges with it, so it kind of looks like that. And I thought I could put it down on top of this lace like that. So I don't want that to be kind of in the way of the pocket. And I can also put a word on this page. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad you like this project. I am just, you are all so excited. I'm super thrilled. I really am. I am so glad. It makes me so happy when you guys really like the monthly kit, though I've yet to hear that you haven't liked one. So yeah. I'm so thrilled though. When I really get an overwhelming response, I know that it's a hit. All right, we have some fussy cuts. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look at all this yumminess. Oh, right, my words are in here. Okay, we'll pull them out too. I have another moth. I have a leaf or two. All right, let me see. Maybe I want a word or something. So these are part of, I think these are part of my everyday word pack. It's a freebie on my Ko-Fi site. My Ko-Fi is linked below. If you go to Ko-Fi, follow that link and then go to shop, I think you just got to look for it. But it's everyday words, and it was a freebie I gave you guys a while ago. Pretty sure it has these fall words on it. So go have a look. Take it anyway. I mean, obviously, if it doesn't have the autumn words, you can use whatever it does have, right? How about there? Does apple picking go, or should I find something else? Hold on. Wait, what's this? Falling leaves. Autumn fun. I'm just thinking like apple picking would probably fit somewhere else. So let me do falling leaves, and then I'll see if I can find one of those leaves I did. Have to keep remembering it's a pocket. My pages take forever, guys, and I'm trying to limit these videos for you. So I'm just watching my time. So we'll do a bunch of pages today, and then we'll do a bunch of pages next week. And then I think we have one more week after that where we'll work on the cover, and then maybe just some cleanup on the pages and stuff like that. So Let's see. I think I like this one that I cut out. There's some leaves in the kit, so you can use those instead if you want. I figure I'll put that right there, but I'll make sure I don't glue it to this corner because I want to be able to use the pocket. So just try to hold that bit. And kind of just lift it a tiny bit just so anything we put in there doesn't continue to get stuck. What do we have here? I want to put something in the pocket. What? You. Ooh, what are you? Nope, too big. Got that. What is sticking? I don't know why that's sticking, but it was. Do I want the crow? No. No, we could do a couple of leaves coming out. How about that? These are good because you come right on the other side. So, people often ask me, like, what do you do with your journals? And I say you can do whatever you want with your journals, like you would do with any other journal. But in this one, you could just write down little quotes that you see that you love. We'll put this over here because it kind of complements it. Hope I'm on camera. I think I am. I'm always off camera. Ooh, that'll make a good pocket. So, this is the part I don't want to glue. Let's see. Or a tuck, rather. So, let's put it over here. And then we can put another one somewhere. What else do I have? Oh, I have this little one. And kind of have that up there. Maybe. We'll see. I want something else for the pocket, though. Like that. Oh, look how cool. Okay. See, that's why I like all the bits. Because when you have all the bits, you can kind of stack and stack. And with this one, it's perfect because it's like leaves, falling leaves. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here then is make this for like a pocket for a card or a tag or both. Maybe a smaller tag. How about that one? Actually, this can make a good layering thing. I don't want to use that one. So indecisive. We have these pretty floral ones. That's another moth. We don't want him. We have the sweater weather girl. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. I think we'll do this one for sure. So, let's get this one. We'll add a little tab. I punched out some tabs. Let me see. These are from one of those Tim Holtz sets. It's the one with like the file folder in it. I put it away already, or else I'd tell you what it is, but I don't know off the top of my head. So we're going to glue that right there. Yeah, I love this kit. I love autumn, guys. I am so in love with autumn. It is my month. Should I do it up there or go down? I think I'll go down. And over. There we go. All right, so you are definitely going in there. What else? A pumpkin. Oh, yes. Okay, so that kind of works out really fun. Right? That's a good spread. What do you think? Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think. All right, let's keep going. What else? I gave you guys lots of pages to decorate. This one, I think I want to put that sunflower word. Autumn vibes. Sunflowers. I'm going to get some brads and put them in the corners to give it some dimension. Discord. I'm in all these AI discords. And they go off all day. They're busy. They're all busy. Busy, busy, busy. All right, so we're going to have this. My dryer is singing to me. At least someone is. My cricket friends are gone, I guess. All right, so I'm going to have to angle these very carefully because they're just meeting the edge. We'll see how it goes. If I have to, I'll clip it, but I have to. Isn't that cool, though? It just gives it a fun little, I don't know, 3D feel. Ooh, I think we're going to be okay. We just have to fix those two. And I'm going to use my Fabrifix. Guys, all my supplies are in my Amazon storefront, and I have that link below. So if you're interested in anything I'm using or you have questions about the glue or whatever, everything's in there. So you can just head over to the link and check it all out. Check it. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to use my Fabrifix. Maybe. I didn't clean it. My bad. Okay. Kind of go like that. I'm going to consider that done. Though it would be kind of cool to put a couple of sunflower seeds here. I don't have any. But if you have them, that would be a good little thing that you could do. That seems like it would be fun. Let's see. I wanted to see if I could foot this. This would make a cool, like, belly band or, pocket. Maybe a pocket. Let me just get there's a couple of pieces in here that didn't come out. That one part of my big shot. And I always forget because I can compensate for it, but I always forget when I'm kind of moving fast. Anyway. It must just be that the roller, the kind of thing that presses down, I must have damaged it or something because it doesn't press down really hard. But I can always put a shim, and I forgot. Okay. So maybe on a page and then it can. Oh, if I put it on a page, I don't have to. All right, let me do that. Is there one that's a little brighter? I think I'm going to do that, and then I'll glue all around here, and then I can tuck stuff in. Or maybe I should do it this way. Nope. Definitely this way. I'm just going to have to pick the antlers up. Okay. We have a plan. So if you have any, maybe you have some that are already pre-cut, some of your other bits that you have around, some elements that are already in your stash that you can use as a pocket in this way. I'm wondering if I should put a piece of vellum under that and then cut it out. Let me see if I have a piece. All right, so I'm just going to trace around the outside and then glue it to the back of it. I need something with a white background. Or anything but that. Okay, there we go. All right, and now I'm just gonna, so I know what's the top. And, not that. All right, good enough. Come on, work with me. Okay, this is the top. So, let me... You won't really see this glue unless it's me gluing, in which case it's a complete mess. Really, glue? There we go. Just trim off. I'm probably the only one that would even notice it. Okay. Maybe. Come on, scissors. What are we doing? There we go. We're finally there. All right. And so I'm going to put this here and glue just around these sides to make it a pocket. Ta-da! There we go. Fish up his little antennae. And then I know I have more journaling cards. I must not have cut them all out. I didn't. Okay. All right, let's see. These are all tags. Those are tags. All right, well, we have this one. Just gonna kind of push this up. When I flatten the page and close the journal, it's gonna go back down, but it'll have a little curvature. I can do that or this. I think I need a smaller one because it's kind of small. But that's a little too small. All right, we're gonna have to make something. Let's do. I think I have some book page around. Do I still? Nope. Right, I'm just gonna get out a scrap. Scrap. This is green. This is pretty. We'll do something like that. You know what? I don't know how well this is going to tear, so I'm going to cut it. Actually, I want to take off that torn edge, so here we go. Is this going to fit? It is. Will it fit this way? Oh, it will. Okay, cool. Cool. Maybe I should round the edges, just in case. Do you guys have any fall traditions that, like, we used to? We haven't in a couple of years, but we used to go apple picking every autumn. I want to go apple picking this year again. Do you guys have anything like that that you do when the weather starts to turn cold if you're here in the northern hemisphere and you get fall? Or, you know, even if you're not and you have fall traditions. I'm curious, what do you do? Man. You know, if I were trying to catch my glue on the side of that, it would never, ever happen. Not in a million years. There we go. I was thinking of putting it up and then putting a word, but you know what? I'm just going to put the word over it. Say cozy. And then we buy mums. I love mums. And I try to plant them so that I have more mums. So I have a few mums around my backyard. Should we put it up in the corner? All right, I'm going to put it down there just because I can. So we're going to put it here. And then I'm just going to do this side. There we go. That's fun. What else do I have? I have some of these tickets too. We could stamp a little something on them. or put a fussy cut. Do we have anything small? Ouch. It's too big. Maybe this one. Yeah. This went all the way through, but I'm gluing it down so it doesn't matter. You could also put like a little button or a dried flower. Oh my goodness. I picked up a book today. I was moving some books around on different bookshelves. And I picked up a book and I must have been using it to dry flowers in because I picked it up and turned it a certain way and all these dried hydrangeas fell out. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I have to clean this up. And then I was like, look how pretty. It was just so sweet and pretty. So now we have all these hydrangeas. I'll have to show them to you at some point. How about autumn fun? I'm going to just put it in the corner or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll put a little piece of lace under it. Or I have this ribbon, this gingham. How about we put a little piece of that under it? And we'll just, I'm going to fold it in half and then cut from the corner. And it does that. I feel like it's too long. I feel like I cut it too long. Maybe a little. I'll just cut this little bit off. So you just fold it in half. Cut from the corner. Doesn't want to fold. There we go. It's not even, which is better. Okay. Use the bits. Use all the bits. I feel like it needs to be on his wing a little. So there we go. Just a little. There we go. So now we have a little pocket there. That's fun. So if you have some big pieces of ephemera, you can use them as pockets too. All right. Where are we on time? Oh, we're okay. Oh, we can do some more pages. We can do some more. I want to do that triple pocket. I want to do these. So these are triple pockets. They stack. Let's do one of these. Let's do this one. I cut out most of my fussy cuts, but I got to get those gnomes out of there. We're going to have to use those gnomes. My phone's trying to attack me. Like that. And then this one goes on top of that one, and then the other one goes on top of this one. How cute is that, huh? Super fun. All right, so it goes like this and like this, and then you get a triple pocket. And I want to put a little notch at the top So I'm going to stack them all so that the tops of each of them are like this. And then I'm going to punch them with my little pocket thing here. And I'm going to go off to the side. I'm not going to do it right in the middle. Maybe. There we go. Like that. And then we'll ink it up. I think I might sew it too, so I'm going to assemble it and then put a stitch up it. Just up one of the sides. So let me glue this one to this one. This one you could place anywhere really if you wanted, because, well, I guess not really. Not if I glued the bottom. If I didn't glue the bottom, I could have put it up a little more and then glued this one down towards the bottom, but I already glued the bottom, so. If I left the bottom open, then I could put this pocket up a little higher if I wanted to. And there we go. So I'm just going to put a stitch up this side, and then the rest of this will all still work well as a pocket. Okay. Nice. Let's find a page. Hello, sir. How about there? He's looking right at the pocket. Okay. I'm actually going to use this glue. And I wanted to put maybe a leaf on the bottom here. I'm just playing. Gosh, these are so pretty. I love those leaves. I'll try to remember to put, I don't know if they're still available, but if they are, I will try to remember to put what they are down below. It's always so much to remember. Right, gotta get that out. Okay. And so I'm gonna put that, but I think I want like a little piece of lace under it. Kind of like that. So then you put the glue down. There we go. Stay. All right, let that dry for a sec. Got to get some ticks. I like you, sir. Do you have a matching lady friend? I knew you did. It's too big though, isn't it? Let's do this instead. Let's do the crow. Because why not? It's a crow. And we'll do some smaller bits. And if you have like some autumn stamps, bring them out and stamp some of these. I'm going to put a tag topper. I know I have a black one in here somewhere. I like the black. Just going to add that here. And if you have a silhouette or a Cricut, I have a little digital on my shop where you can make a bunch of these all at once. If you don't have a punch or you don't have a die cut or something and you want to make a bunch. Actually, maybe this one should go down here. Nope, let's put it in there. Is he too big now? No, I don't mind it sticking over the top like that. And they have, yeah, we could put this little card. What else do I have? Just looking through. Oh, maybe you instead. I like this one. This one I'm going to put some lace through the top of. And I'm just going to look in my stash to see if I have a piece of this. To see if I have any tickets I could use. I'm just going to staple this one on. You could certainly sew it in place. Just going to use my little tiny attachers here, which I finally broke down and bought. Okay, and then I have a bunch of little things I made. So let me see. Will any of these work? That one might. We can maybe dress it up with something. To make it more fall-like. There we go. There we go. You will go on. So if you have die cuts, go and cut a bunch. And use them. Use your stuff. Maybe you have some ephemera bits, like something you got from, I don't know, one of your little monthly boxes or something, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I do have that thing. All right, is there anything here? May apple. I have a video, guys, of junk journal supplies from the Dollar Tree, and this is one of them. I made a bunch of little pieces with these, a greeting card, and I think some wrapping paper or something. But it was so fun. Go check that out on the channel. Not sure where it is, but you guys are pretty good like that. Maybe I'll do the May apple. I don't know that. Oh, wait. I have hay rides over here. Hold on. Let's do this. Everything is left half open. Okay. So I can do that, and that'll cover up some of that word that's kind of broken off. There we go. So that's fun. That can go down here or even here. And then we can put a little something there, like a leaf. How about a leaf? Yes. The other thing you can do with these little cards is just do Zentangle or little doodles. Those are always fun to do on little bits like this. So that's cute. I like that, but I feel like now I need a word here, even though there's a word on that other bit. How about apple picking? Yes, ma'am. See, this is why I like all the layers, all the bits. All right. All right, we'll do one more page. Okay. Maybe we'll do a side tuck with one of the pieces of... Oh, there's a bunch of fussy cuts. That's why. Like, I know I had other fussy cuts. All right. I'm just losing it. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I have like these pieces. So I think I'll do a side tuck. And we'll just pile a bunch of leaves on it. Or a sunflower. Maybe not that page. Maybe this page. Not even close to straight. There we go. So we'll do that, right? Let's do this part. Oh, I got one more page I want to do. You know what? We'll do this and one more. Because there was one other one that I wanted to try. Okay. So let's get this down first. Maybe we could spell out fall. If I have all of them cut out. I think I do. Come on, F. Take a piece of this, and then we can put them on top of it, right? Yes. And go F. Oh, I like that. I do like that. How fun. Okay, let me put one of the L's down. This way I don't have a positioning issue. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you try to do them all in a row. Thinking, do I want... Not sure I inked the F, but oh well. I like it with the ribbon. Probably be better if I could see more of the ribbon, but here we are. There we go. All right, and I've been trying to get rid of this pumpkin, so I think he can sit in there. I don't have any like berry or wine inks. I was looking and I don't really have anything that would work. I was hoping I did, but I don't. I do have some raspberry spritzes and stuff. Maybe I could mix some colors. So we got that. No. I have this. And what else? What else do I have? Oh. Maybe we can cut out one of these. This is one of those extra sheets I gave you guys. I thought these would be good for like this sort of thing. And that's why I gave them to you. Look how pretty. I love it. With the colors. So I think this was just one of the pieces of the extra paper. Make our own journaling card. There we go. Are you going to be a sucker and not fit? No, there you go. Okay. I was going to say, don't do that. That's fine. I don't mind. There. Okay, so I wanted to do like a crisscross page. So, all right, let me move this. Move all this. Get out my trimmer. Working on top of piles. Story of my life. Thankfully, it is not. Just here on the craft desk. All right, so I need a piece that is like, I don't know, I think I want to go from like here to here. So first, I'm going to cut it here. I'm not measuring, guys, sorry. So I'm just going to cut it this way now from where I measured. So I just measured up a little, and then I'm going to go from that mark to the corner here, or just slightly off from that corner. Like so. And then I'm just going to cut this off. I can use this on another page. I can get it. And then I want another one going the opposite way. So like that, and then this way. So it'll kind of go like this and then like that. And you know what? Maybe we can do two more. Let's do them with a different paper though. What colors are here? This one. All right, so same rules. Just gonna cut a piece. And this one can go up a little. So I'm going to cut it about there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut one this way. And then I'm going to go the other way. So this is this side, and then I'm going to just all right, let's see how this pans out. So my thinking is I'll put these two down and then like this, and then we'll have pocket, 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 pocket. I'm not going to glue the bottoms of these two, the ones that are up on the top, just the sides. And then these, I will glue the bottom and the sides. And it should all work out in the end. Maybe I'll put like a dab of glue on this corner. And these are going to go down first. I just want to make sure they're high enough, so yeah, so that I'm going to cover like this. I don't want to see that. Nope. Yeah. Okay, now the bottom's open so I can continue to tuck something down. You know what I mean? Like, so if I put something in here, the bottoms of the other tags or pockets will hold it. Oh, I didn't ink anything. Oh, crud. Hold on. Ooh, crimey! Let me see. Can I get this side? It's fine. I got this one. Whew. I'm going to put a little strip of something there. What? Strip of what? Oh no, nobody's even going to notice. Leave it alone. Leave it! This is the part that is going to bother. Okay, that's fine now. All good. Okay. We'll make up for the ink on here. Okay. And so now I am going to do the bottom. Like that. There we go. Then we'll put something right there, one of our fussy cuts. How cool is that? So, what are we going to use? Cinnamon sticks. Oh, I like that. Maybe that there. Maybe. Oh, I could put a little moth there. The dragonfly is too big. Maybe this will go down here. Ooh, I like that better. Let's put this here. I don't know why my tummy's growling. I just ate. Oh, is that the way it goes? I suppose it could go any way I want it to go. I can cut this little stem so you can't tell. And then it just looks like a couple of sunflowers. Now they can go any way I want. Is that what I said? That is what I said. Okay. Just gluing. Okay. And then I have my moth. I also have this. Or this bigger one. What are you? You look like a ladybug. You are a ladybug. I think I'm going to do this. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. That's why. And then we have a place to put a bunch of tags. So maybe Sir and Miss can go here. Or trying to get them to look at each other, but I don't know that it's going to work. That's okay. Like that. We've got a little crow. I also have this one. Oh, I know. I'll put this one down here. We'll put this one back here. And then they're kind of looking at each other. And then in here, let's see, that's 1, 2. We've got this. We can put a little crow in there. Maybe he needs to go in there. So, I don't know. Okay, that's good for now. That's how I'm leaving it. Okay. So that's what we did today. There will be more next week on Thursday. So set your calendars, kids. Don't fret. I do finish the journal throughout the month. I think I had 1 month where I couldn't finish it in all the months so far. So we will recap quick. Let's move some of this shenanigans out of the way. Definitely going to need to clean up. All right, so what did we do? Let's see. Nothing here. All right, we did this one. This with the brads. We put our butterfly on somewhere here. Bits. Don't want the bits. There. We did our triple pocket. We did a lot, actually. I didn't think it was that much, but I guess we got a lot done. And then we did these. So, not bad for a random Thursday. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed today, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to get your free kit down in the description box below. And if you have any questions at all, or you have a special request for a page that you want to see, you can also drop that down there. But let me know what you think so far. And I will see you next Thursday. Same crafty place, same crafty channel. I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day or night.